Hi, I'm Amy.
I'm Laura.
And we are Twopapergirls. Today we're bringing you our September TBR.
We're back to uni late this month, but lectures don't really start till the very end of the month, so hopefully we can still get in quite a bit of fun reading before we get really busy and it gets all mad again.
Even though we have been given these giant reading lists that we have to basically get through before we go back. But we don't really have to. They just say that to try and make us prepared. But we've still got a few fun books as well as some uni books that are on our list. But also look out for our uni haul, which is coming up soon, which is all of the books that we've bought for this semester from September up to Christmas.
But let's get going with our TBR. The first book I want to read in September is Macbeth by William Shakespeare. If you saw our top 5 required reading, you'll know that I really love Macbeth and I've read it quite a lot already. But this is on my reading list for one of my modules. We'll talk about it in the uni book haul. But yeah, I'm just going to give this a quick reread. It will just take me a couple of hours just to refresh my memory of all the little details. Plus, when I studied it at A-level, I annotated it a lot, so I can read my own annotations for a bit of revision as well. And yeah, this really won't take me very long. I'm hopefully going to blitz through it soon.
The first book that I want to read, well, not the first one, it's just on my list in general, is The Good Person of Sheswan by Bertolt Brecht. This just looks creepy. I don't know if you can see that, but what is? I have no idea what this is. I don't know if Sheswan is a real place. I just don't know about this. 20th century play, all of them have been bizarre. So I don't know what to expect from this. I know nothing about it. So if you do, let me know down in the comments.
And the next book we are both going to be reading this month is The Next Together. This is an ARC copy, so that isn't the proper cover, but you can see it on the back. And this is by Lauren James, who is an author from the University of Nottingham, where we go. She graduated a couple of years ago, and this is her debut novel, and it sounds really good. So we got sent copies, and hopefully we'll get the chance to meet her and do a little video interview with her. So we're reading that in preparation. And yeah, it's called A Reincarnation Romance. It's about this couple who are in lots of different timelines and then they die and always come back together in their new timeline. It sounds very strange but really original and like a fresh take on YA romance, so really looking forward to this.
The next book I want to read has been on my TBR for so long because it's by this amazing guy, Andrew Smith, Winger. This is like one of the best ones apparently by Andrew Smith, and I'm so excited to read it. And I know Raylene's currently reading the second one, and this just looks so good. I'm going to love it so much. It gets 5 out of 5 stars and I'm so excited.
Next book I want to read in September is Hedda Garbler by Henrik Isben. This is another one, uni book for the 20th Century Plays module. Again, uni book haul, we'll go into more detail. I don't know what this is about. Amy read it last month though and really liked it. She gave it 5 stars and said Hedda Garbler is a total bamf. So I'm quite looking forward to this one.
The next book I want to read is The Tattooed Heart by Michael Grant. This is the second book in the Messenger of Fear. I think it's going to be a trilogy. I didn't know it was going to be a trilogy. I saw it on the shelf like, what is that? Oh my god, it's a second book. And I'm just so excited to read this because it's a bit different to what I normally enjoy because it's so gory and just a bit wrong in every way, but I just really enjoy it because the messenger is so like hot and he's got tattoos and I'm like, what does a tattooed heart mean? Oh my god, I'm so excited.
The next book I want to read in September is Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe. Amy's also borrowing this off of me. I'm going to read it this month for university. We know now that this is one of the books we're going to be starting with, so gotta get round to this one and get it done. I'm actually really excited though. This is a book I've wanted to read for a long time. I remember I bought it quite a while ago and I just thought it sounded really interesting, so the fact I've already got that interest means hopefully I won't be disappointed. I'll really enjoy it. It's not too long and it's about a shipwrecked guy and that's pretty much all I know, so hopefully this is good.
I'm not really looking forward to it, but I don't really know why. I think it's because Gulliver's Travels was just like, oh Jesus. It was good but it was hard to get through and I'm just like, why didn't I know before that we were starting with this one and then I could have read this one, and I'm just like, now I've got to read both and I'm just like, university, what you playing at, hurry up. The next book that I want to keep reading, I don't want to finish it because that is just stupid to expect, but I'm currently reading Clash of Kings by George R. R. Martin. I'm 300 pages in, probably got about 500 left. But I'm really enjoying it. You're going to see this soon in one of our tags because one of the characters is going to make an appearance because I absolutely adore this series and I love reading them. They just take a really long time.
The next book I want to read is William Shakespeare's Sonnets and Other Poems. This is again for university. I've started this already. I have to read the big long poem called Venus and Adonis, which I've read 30 pages of so far and I'm annotating it as I go along because that's just like a slow progress thing, and then once I finish that I've also got the sonnets to read, and there's like 200. I didn't realise that was that many, and they're all quite confusing, so I'm just sort of chipping away at this a little bit. I'm not sort of actively reading it cover to cover, but hopefully it will get done by the end of this month.
The next thing I want to read is Glengarry Glen Ross by David Mamet. Laura read this last month and said she quite enjoyed it, even though the businessy stuff is going to get confusing. That's good, because that means I can ask her what does this mean? And I'm not really looking forward to reading this because of the whole business aspect of it. But we've got 10 plays to read, 20th century plays, and that's a lot. So if I just get this one done, then that'll be a good job done.
After finishing the Shakespeare poems, I also have to read some poetry by Christopher Marlowe, who is another famous playwright of Shakespeare's time. And I don't have to read all of this, but I have to read one called Hero and Leander. It's quite long, I think it's like 100 pages, it's another big long poem. So once I'm done with the Shakespeare, I will go through this and annotate it and just slowly chip away at it.
And the last thing that I want to get through in September is Pygmalion by George Bernard Shaw, another one for our 20th Century Plays module. Laura's just read this and she says it's like My Fair Lady, so I'm thinking I'm going to watch a film with Mum and have a girly night and then watch this after. Because this it looks good, it looks sweet. I don't think it's going to be my favourite, but you never know, it's quite cute.
And the last book I am hopefully going to read this month is Air of Fire by Sarah J Maas. Obviously Queen of Shadows is coming out this month and I have pre-ordered it, so I'm excited for that to come in the post, even though I haven't finished this yet. I did actually read 200 pages of it, I think in July, but I read it really soon after Crown and Midnight and I wasn't feeling it. It was just too much fantasy in one go. I like to swap around genres, but now I've had a break from it, I really would just want to get back into it, and I can start off where I left it because I remember it really well and blitz through the last 300 pages and be really hyped up for Queen of Shadows. So hopefully this will all happen, but uni reading is obviously the main priority.
That's it for our September TBR. Let us know down below what you're going to read this month. We're really excited.
And we'll see you on the next video.
Bye!